go to their announcements as they come live. Today is the last day. Stephen Del Duca is doing an announcement right now. We're going to go live to him to hear what he has to say on this last day of the election campaign.
We know that we are getting that much closer to the end of this election campaign. Last night, I had the honor to be in Mississauga, where I stood alongside hundreds and hundreds of other enthusiastic Ontario Liberals, including a great number of our candidates from across Peel region. What I sensed in that room last evening, what we have seen now for more than a couple of weeks in this campaign, is a very clear sign of momentum that is coalescing around Ontario Liberal candidates like Ida Lopretti. But it's about more than just the momentum. It's about the conversations that we are hearing from people in communities like this one here in Humber River Black Creek. People who understand that the stakes are high, that this is a moment when we need a true progressive government at Queen's Park, that we must at all stops, we must at all costs stop the reckless agenda of privatizing and cuts and chaos that Doug Ford is so determined to do and to deliver on in his regard. People in this province know that we need to build up public education. People know that we have to support public health care. People know that we want a clean and safe and healthy natural environment. They know that workers need real support like paid sick leave and a living wage. They know that our seniors, our parents and grandparents need to be able to stay at home for life and have the safety and the good health and the dignity that frankly they've earned. They know that we need a plan in this province to confront the affordability crisis. They know all of this and more. And so from the conversations that we're having in communities, from Peterborough to Ottawa to Pickering to Oakville to Mississauga to right here in Humber River Black Creek, it is abundantly clear the only way to stop the Ford Conservatives is to vote Liberal in this election. Now I know, like you know, that there are many of our neighbors, many people that we know, who in these last few hours are still giving consideration to what the best option is. People who want real progress, as I've just described it a moment ago. And frankly, some of our neighbors might be thinking about voting for the Green Party or for the NDP. I would urge those who are giving that consideration, take a look at our plan. Take a look at our incredible team of candidates, including Ida Lopretti. In that plan that our candidates have put together, a plan that's being based on months and months of listening to you. You will see $1 transit fares, buck a ride province-wide. You will see an end of for-profit long-term care and a home care first guarantee for our parents and for our grandparents. You'll see $10 a day licensed childcare, but you're also going to see $10 a day before and after school care. You're going to see in our plan that our most vulnerable seniors will be able to access a $1,000 a year old age security pension top-up. You're going to see in our plan a hard cap on elementary and secondary class sizes of 20. You're going to see in the Ontario Liberal plan that we will, at our very first cabinet meeting, cancel Highway 413 once and for all and invest those monies, your monies and mine, in building new schools and rebuilding and repairing schools right here in Humber River Black Creek and beyond. You'll see in our plan a determination to confront the mental health challenges that people are facing. Again, you're going to see us put workers and their families at the center of everything we do while we build up an economic recovery that puts small business entrepreneurs right at the heart of everything that we are doing. A small business first recovery for our economy. If you're there, if you're out there, if you're in this community and elsewhere, and you are looking for a bold, progressive, modern, forward-looking movement, your best choice is to join with us to stop the Ford Conservatives and tomorrow to vote Liberal. The choice is yours. Thank you very much. Okay. Thanks very much, everyone.
That's Stephen Del Duca, the Liberal leader who has made an announcement on this last day of the election campaign. He was in Mississauga yesterday doing multiple campaign stops and announcements. Y Media was on the ground taking the coverage of the entire announcements and at different campaign events that he was at. And he held a rally last night where Y Media was there. Take a look at the turnout for Steven Del Duca as he's aiming to make sure that the 6 Mississauga seats go back to Liberal. They were Liberal seats, but they lost them in 2018 to the PCs, and this is something that you can see happen with. And those are the pictures of how we covered the event. And you can see it's a packed room of the candidates as well as their supporters and volunteers. And this was part of the strategy where he spent most of the day making all the stops in Mississauga to ensure that it goes back to Liberal. Let's see what that means for tomorrow. Stay with us with Y Media for the election coverage that we have starting at 7 p.m. We're live, and we'll be talking about these ridings that you can see that could swing in either way based on what the polls are saying, but also taking a look at the exit polls come 9 o'clock when the polls close. We'll be covering who is going to be your next MPP as well as the Premier.